Hello and welcome to the North American Amateur Starcraft League, Season 1, Week number 3, Game number 1 between Protoss player Glorfindel in the right and red, and Terran player Knight in the left and blue. For this game, the first game, we were playing Delta Quadrant, which is a much larger map than previous start maps that we've been playing. So it's more of a or typically more of an economy fight. Glorfindel starting up with a typical, or I'm starting up with a typical 9 probe to pylon with 12 gateway build. Unfortunately, I'm not too familiar with the standard startups with Terran, but this seems pretty reasonable. It was a 10 SCV to supply depot, and then he's going to pop up his barracks once that depot is complete. So you see your typical Terran blocking off the ramp. I'm looking to chrono boost to get my economy pumping. For this particular game against Terran, I like to go with really fast Immortal, mostly because Terran usually do try to block off the ramp, and if you get an Immortal out with, and you don't even need an Observer, although sometimes an Observer is nice too, you can really pound on their doorway without them being able to do much about it, just because those Immortals hit so hard against buildings. It's also a good to go for Marauder pushes, which obviously Terran are very fond of. But I actually didn't scout this game, so it looks like I know nothing about the fact that Knight hasn't gotten a single gas, which would indicate that he's going for mass Marines, mass early Marines. So I'm doing my typical build, having a little Zealot there just for base defense. Already got my Cybernetics core out. I'm sure in just a little while I'll be getting my robotics facility. So yeah, there it goes. Probe's running around, he's keeping killing my probe off so that I can't see what he's doing. There goes the robotics. Knight's now able to start pumping out his Marines. Now if I had known that he was going early Marines, a larger number of Stalkers and or a Sentry would have been a really good thing to have, because Stalkers can kite Marines pretty well. You just have to catch them before they make it to your base. So Knight's already got a pretty good sizable mass of Marines going on. I still haven't scouted, so there's a big mistake on my part, especially since I have the units to scout. Obviously, when Marauders get their slow ability, scouting becomes a whole lot more dangerous, but usually this early game, if they do go Marauders, they usually don't have enough units to fend off a Stalker and a Zealot. I should have been in his base a lot earlier, but anyway. So he had saw my base, so I went to double gas and was thinking that I might be going Dark Templar, so he made a nice turret there, just as a precaution. Just so happens when he's starting to make his push, and I'm starting to make my push. This is typically when I would go ahead and get moving. Although I did make some sentries. And there it is. Oh, he's got way too many Marines for me to hold back. I'm trying to push back, put that force field down, but way too late and right in the wrong position. And it's not looking too good for me, trying to retreat back to my mineral line so I can get my warp gates out and then maybe hopefully make something happen. But he's just got too many Marines, and he's doing a really good job of the stutter stepping, plowing through my poor mineral gatherers there. And it looks like that is a good game. And we are moving on to game number 2. Nice quick one for you. As always, if you like these, please make sure to rate and subscribe.